Welcome back, everybody, to the FACEIT TV studio. It's the Sunday Cup #2 for the spring season, and of course, this is Strengths. And we just saw some Lost World action.
Yeah.
It was pretty good, but we already have another game as well. So, any last words on that last match before we move into?
Yeah, as I said before, on Lost World, it's normal. If you make one mistake, like just hitting yourself, going to the lava, then you know the game is like 10 minutes. If you do one mistake, you need like 5 minutes to take back the control. And on Lost World, it's really dangerous to do a mistake. You should never do a mistake and keep the situation in your favor and being really safe and not doing this kind of mistake. Unfortunately, it was unfortunate for him, but that's the game. That's the game.
Definitely, and now we have GEKKO and Arronax ready, and they're waiting here on Toxicity, which was actually a map we didn't have in the last season. So Toxicity, here we go, getting underway. GEKKO and Arronax ready to face off. Here we are, starting off with Arronax, gets the red armor spawn. And again, I always like to throw it over to my guest to ask them about the start spawns. What start spawns do you like? How do you think this impacts the game?
I think I really like the Arronax spawn right now, but he didn't do the movement that I would do there. I would keep the rail at this moment and just keep the position and just hit the rail, because once you hit one rail or two rail, then you are safe to take the next red armor. And this moment it's really equal, because he didn't hit the rail at this moment because he just took plasma at this moment, and now he has a really bad situation right now. GEKKO will just spam rocket and make a lot of damage, and so what he does right now, he managed to avoid there. So it's going to be really hard, but he still have the rail and will keep the position and take the next mega as normally he should do it. So it's a good spawn sound in my opinion for him.
Here we go, this classic battle over the Mega. GEKKO going to make the jump across though, and does pick that one up. Good timing on it as he does that. Oh, Arronax getting caught with a lot of damage with that long-range shaft there as Arronax picks up a yellow and the shaft himself. But GEKKO is still there, ready and waiting to cut off those angles. Arronax has to find another way around to that red armor, but he's too slow. Great work from GEKKO to delay his opponent to pick that one up. And look, again, GEKKO is just dealing such great efficient damage against Arronax here. And with the Mega spawning soon, GEKKO's, oh, great rail there. Takes Arronax straight down, and he's looking like such a favorite on this next Mega pickup.
Yeah, right now it's just about controlling the spawn over and over. And on Toxicity, the control of the spawn is pretty easy to guess. Like, once you go to the left, he will 80% of the time going to the right, and you have to abuse it a lot, controlling the weapon. And the most important weapon to control on this map is shaft, because this map is kind of mid-range. And when you control it, then it's crazy. Nice rail right now, nice rail. And just controlling the spawn right now, as I said, just controlling the spawn. He's on the left side, he should wait from the left side, then he will go to the right side. As I said, he's on the right side, you abuse it. And then taking the mid-range from the shaft, even if he's like the same amount of HP, he has better weapon than his opponent, so just abuse it. So really well played from GEKKO right now, and nice full again, taking the Mega and controlling red armor.
This is all about GEKKO right now. He's just shown us the moves. Great rockets, great shaft, great rail, great control of the spawns. As you say, this guy is doing really well against Arronax right now. Arronax has to show us that he has a response. He's still got plenty of time though. This is just the start of the game. Can Arronax swing the momentum back in his favor? Remains to be seen as GEKKO picks up even more armor, stealing away that long-range yellow, hits the long-range rail. What can Arronax do in this spot? He's got nothing to work with at all, just some weapons.
If I was Arronax right now, I would just play sound right now, because I'm just trying to take run rails, that for sure, giving all the for the situation where you can take the rail, for sure, and then not even forcing to take red armor, just force your opponent that you take yellow armor, and at this moment you time perfectly the red armor, and if the yellow armor is at the same time at the red armor, then you should abuse to take red armor and avoid it, or at least take the yellow armor, but always keep the time when you're out of control. Not being afraid, play sound and keep the time. At this moment you can get back the control and not trying to fight, for sure.
Yeah, Arronax looks way too aggressive there. He really built himself back into the game and then just threw it away, it seemed like, as GEKKO now off the spawn is having a lot of trouble with his opponent Arronax, who will actually win the red armor, but at what cost? He's got 6 points of health left and the grenade! Oh my god.
What a nice shot. What a nice shot, seriously. Nice prediction from GEKKO, and we still abuse the spawn system right now. And Taxi is all about that. You just spawn, and control it, and this is what he does, just controlling the weapon. You know that his opponent doesn't have rail, so he takes the megas. And what GEKKO does really well right now is, like, you know, he has control of everything, but instead of taking the red armor, he just managed to take all the other yellow armor. So once you take one more yellow armor than your opponent, then you know that your opponent is like 50 armor, and then you can just rush, like, even with spawn mode, you can kill him, that's for sure, because you have more than your opponent. And GEKKO played really well right now. He can fight all the time.
Another frag as well. This again is just GEKKO is just the machine on this map right now. He's got every solution for Arronax's game. It looks really solid and controlled from GEKKO. I mean, there is another yellow pickup. Mega's going to be his for sure. Look at this positioning. It's just like,
he controls the weapons, that's what I said. He just controls the weapon. He just prevents Arronax from taking the rail gun because he knows that his opponent is like trying to camp or trying to use position using rail, and GEKKO is just trying to controlling this weapon. Then Arronax has to just fear, and when he tries to fear, take a lot of damage, so he loses more time, and GEKKO can rush and take other armor and controlling the spawn as he does right now. And he just do it perfectly right now, so well played from GEKKO.
Definitely. Arronax is having a lot of trouble. GEKKO still just running these routes around the map, just looks super comfortable. Arronax is below the Mega at the moment, trying to find some kind of angle, but he needs that railgun really to deal that long range damage, and there he's going to find GEKKO, but that's not a fight he can take. Runs back to the red armor, but that's quite the trap as he hides behind those crates there, and GEKKO not able to punish him, surprisingly, but it's not really going to matter at this moment because not only does GEKKO 8 frags ahead, he's got overwhelming amounts of stack advantage going into all these fights, and Arronax just lost all of his armor in that LG engagement. Great work just catching GEKKO with his back to him. Arronax's opportunity could be now, but no, he has to fade away, and with 1 point of health Arronax does survive to live another day. But GEKKO's weak, he's got to recognize it, and he can't be too slow to follow up.
Yeah, it could have been a clutch moment for Arronax, but it didn't. Even if he was low HP, he should have rushed him for sure. Even if it was risky, but at this moment it was so clutch that he should have rushed right now, because he could have killed him and take Mega Health after that if he would have be, I don't know, maybe more, I don't know, if he was good enough to kill him, he could have taken the Mega Health, so.
And he was just sat there just waiting for the 50 for like 20 seconds.
And that was a problem because GEKKO just took back the control, and then he goes back, GEKKO will just control again the spawn, and as we know, GEKKO does it really well, and this is what happened, just control it really well, and Arronax is having a hard time right now.
Yeah, GEKKO seems like he's got great awareness on the angles here, which is super important on this map. And another long or mid-range rail there under pressure from GEKKO. And again, GEKKO with more rails. He's definitely doing really well on the rails for sure in this match. 52%, not too bad at all, as GEKKO throws away a lot of grenades.
It can be clutch right now.
It's the Mega as well, so GEKKO's still in great shape. And Arronax yet to show us he is any kind of contest for this man. This GEKKO.
Yeah, he hit the rail, now it's clutch. He has to know that it's clutch. He has to rush anything that he can. Just hit rail as much as he can. Taking the yellow armor, just circle. Unfortunately, GEKKO managed to hit the rail, but anyway, Arronax, he should not think about the score right now. He should just think about, I need to rush and I need to make the frag and then come back and control the spawn. But it seems that he just gave him right now with the pummel near the spawn.
Yeah. It's definitely an indication that he's not feeling it anymore. And that's an interesting point you made, you know, thinking about rushing, not thinking about the score, but just thinking about making the frag.
Yeah, when I mean that, it depends on which time. Like, you know that there is 3 minutes left remaining, and it's 50-50. Either you kill him, you make 6 shots, because at this moment you can't take your time. You have to hit, you have to make clutch rail, and at this moment if you manage to kill him, it's either you take +30 or either you come back at this moment. And this is what Arronax should have done. Like when I said before, he just hit the rail, and he was afraid to rush him when GEKKO was like 20 HP. And at this moment he could have taken the red armor and take back the Mega Health when Arronax could kill him and took back the control.
GEKKO managing just barely to survive, but it's not over yet. Arronax missing the clutch rail, and GEKKO lives yet another 20 seconds here at least. I mean, the guy is super weak. Arronax really just he can't take his time. This guy is super low. He picks up the red. It's got to be straight on him. He's trying to do so. As GEKKO, can he manage to escape though? Goes through the teleporter, just going like further and further back with long range rails. Just playing into the hands of GEKKO is Arronax as he goes through that teleporter. Exactly what GEKKO wanted. And GEKKO took so little damage there and just dealt so much. Arronax just not able to be efficient here. And it looks like GEKKO won another situation. And there it is, the rail again.
It's really important to notice that the position of GEKKO was really amazing there, because he just took the side in order to have like small position to hit and not being surprised of hitting. And Arronax was like in bad position, so he could have taken a lot of damage, and GEKKO just took the rail, the position, and hit really well without taking any damage. So really great position from GEKKO there on Toxicity. You should really remember this position because it was really important position to remember.
Definitely, and GEKKO is just, he's done it. I mean, there's no way, absolutely no way that Arronax is going to take him down now. So GEKKO has done this, and he's been a player that's appeared in a lot of FACEIT Cups, week in, week out. He's always there, and he's definitely improved massively. I'm waiting for a big result from this guy in the next month or two. I think it's going to come. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be as big as maybe with Zayon. Zayon actually kind of broke out, if you will, by defeating Cooler. Cooler had just returned, but still, you know, beating Cooler is always going to be an impressive feat, even if it is online, and that put Zayon on the map. And right now GEKKO is definitely soon to be on the map as well, as Arronax is just getting crushed right now.
GEKKO just played better right now, that's for sure. He just took the better position, just better spawn control, better cycle of yellow armor, and trying, as again, he take the position, trying to fear, taking the side and hitting. But Arronax just rushed right now, and he should have done it like earlier, much more earlier, but he was too afraid there, unfortunately. So yeah, 17-2, like, it's too late now for the comeback.
I already know what the next game is we're going to watch after this one. We're going to see Eti versus Luke. Are you familiar with those guys? Eti.
Eti, never heard about Eti though. But
I actually think Eti will win. He's pretty good.
Okay, we'll see.
He can be a bit of a rager though, but we'll see if he can keep his cool.
Used to be me.
He's actually someone who's improved a lot as well. Eti is another one of those up and comers, because like, of course, we've had so many cups from the FACEIT that we've been generating from FACEIT. He's been one of those players that's just been grinding them, and he has been making a lot of improvements. So this has been GEKKO and Arronax. I think it's like there's not much post-match analysis we can really do, right? I mean, GEKKO kind of just he just
played well, and it was just important to talk about the position he could make, about the control he could make, about just the cycle of the items, and the position he made was pretty amazing there. So congratulations to him, well played.
Definitely. So we're going to go to a quick break, guys. We'll be back with more Quake Live action here from the FACEIT TV studio, and it will be Eti versus Luke. So don't go anywhere, guys.